everyone. Just a reminder, my name is Miss Smith. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Park Hill High School, and I'm also a member of the PBIS team here. So our lesson today is going to focus on the respectful portion of our matrix, specifically the bullet point that says be kind and treat others the way you want to be treated. And so here's the little snippet of that. So remember, we have our different settings. We have all settings, then we have classroom, hallway, cafeteria, bathroom, and online. And so our respectful row, remember the definition. So show consideration and regard for someone or something. And then specifically here, I've highlighted what we're going to focus on is be kind and treat others the way you want to be treated. How that spills into the other areas. Could be respectful of others' perspectives, cultures, and backgrounds, actively listen when others are talking, and actively participate in activities. Those are some things that it could be in the classroom. Hallway and cafeteria, just maintaining personal boundaries, so your own and also respecting other people's boundaries. And use professional language when communicating electronically. So those are the ones that kind of encompass what we're talking about today. One thing that I hear quite a bit when I'm speaking with students, if they're having a conflict between somebody else or with somebody else, they may say, well, I didn't respect them because they didn't respect me. And so then the conversation just doesn't go anywhere, and everybody either's yelling at each other or things like that. And so, when we talk about being in conflict, there is a way that you can still be civil with everybody. So even if you don't feel like you're being respected, you can still portray that information. You can portray your feelings or just what is it that is bothering you, your opinions, your views. You can do all of that in what we call a civil manner, meaning that you are able to express those without necessarily having to yell or to have an attitude about it, but being able to talk in a productive way, in a calm way, so that you can get those thoughts and feelings across for others to be able to respect that. And then you can mutually have that conversation to have a productive conversation, right? To move it forward with whatever the conflict is, or just maybe you agree to disagree or decide you don't want to be friends anymore. You can still do that without yelling and things like that. You can do that in a civil manner, okay? All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a class discussion. So right now, if you don't already have out a piece of paper, go ahead and take out a piece of paper and a writing utensil. You only really need half a sheet of paper. So if you wanted to split it in half and share it with a partner and give the other half to a partner, you can do that. So that you will be able to do this quick write and jot some things down. Whatever you write down, you will end up using in the student reflection portion at the end. So you will want to be able to write it down and not just try and keep it all in your head. And then you will have time to discuss it with a partner and things like that. So go ahead and take some time right now. Give you about 30 seconds to get out a piece of paper. Like I said, you can cut it in half and give the other half to a partner. And then you need a writing utensil. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is individual think time. So I have a 2-minute timer, and what you're going to do is you're going to write down your answers to these 2 questions. Okay, the first question is, what does it look like and sound like when you feel respected? So what is it that somebody is either saying or doing that will portray that they are respecting you? The other question is then, how do you show respect to others? And so go ahead and jot down, what does that look like and sound like when you are showing respect to others? Okay, so go ahead and take 2 minutes. We'll just keep the video rolling because I have a 2-minute timer here, and then I'll give you some warnings as to when time is running out, okay? You have 1 minute left to jot down your answers to the questions up on the board. About 5 more seconds, finish up that last thought. All right. So now we're going to do some partner talk time. So go ahead and pair up with a shoulder partner, and each of you is going to take about 1 minute to share your answer to these questions. So it's go ahead and go through what you said what does it look like and sound like when you feel respected, and then how do you show respect to others, and then it's the other person's turn to do the same. Okay. You have about 5 more seconds. Finish up that last sentence. All right. And then the last thing, we'll just take 2 minutes and have you all share with each other. So you'll share with the whole group. So if we can get some volunteers to share out, you can start with the question, what does it look like and sound like when you feel respected? And then if you want to popcorn some answers there, and then you can move to the next one. How do you show respect to others? And then popcorn some of that out. You can go ahead and go. Come on. Sorry. All right, there we go. All right, great work. Thank you for those that participated in that, sharing out what it was that you either wrote down or what you heard somebody else say. And you probably noticed between the two questions, what does it look like and sound like when you feel respected, and then how you show respect to others? That's probably the same kind of thing because, again, we want you to treat others the way you want to be treated. So if you feel respected by something that somebody does or something that somebody says, well, that's, you're probably going to project that when you're showing respect to others because it's how you want to be treated. And so hopefully in that exercise you notice that there was overlap because you're probably going to show respect to people the same way that you feel respected, and so you're going to reciprocate that. Okay. All right. Nope, don't want that. All right, well, let's hear from some of your peers. So we went around and interviewed a few of your peers to see what it was and had them answer those questions. What does it look like and sound like when they feel respected, and then how do they show respect to others?
Respect is being kind and polite to anyone that comes your way and understanding what they have to say. And I show respect by when respect is given to me. So that's what I think respect looks like is when you give respect so they can give it to you back.
To me, being respected means someone to care whenever I speak and to show that they truly want to hear what I have to say. And the way that I show respect to others is I try to reciprocate that same energy by being kind to people whenever I first see them or whenever I first meet them and listen to what they have to say and show that I'm actually caring about what they're saying.
I feel respected by people learning my name, people asking me questions, wanting to know my opinion to help form their opinion on something, and looking and sound like that's what I'm saying. Talking to me, wanting to know my name, wanting to know how I feel about something, because I feel like knowing that my opinion matters to them, that's how I know that they respect me. And the way I show respect personally, I like learning people's names, like know who they are, like know how they feel, know what they like, know what they don't like. Even if we ain't that close, I just like know how you feel about certain things because I don't want to hurt your feelings or nothing like that.
All right. Well, thank you, Trojans, for sharing those opinions and how it is that you feel and show respect. So then the last thing is we have a student reflection form that we would like you to fill out. And this is just kind of help us, one, that you completed listening to this activity in this lesson. And then also there's an opportunity for you to share some things with us. Part of it is going to be off that sheet of paper where you took notes on that quick write. And so then you'll be typing that in to a couple of the questions about what was one thing you wrote down, to what it looks and sounds like when you feel respected, and then one thing that you wrote down for how you show respect to others. And then there's a couple of other questions about how you feel respected in the school and things like that. So we really do value your opinion. We do really want to hear that, and also we look at that to kind of see where does our next PBIS lesson need to go. So we use that input when the PBIS team of teachers meet, or teachers and staff meet, so that we know what is the next installment going to be for this. So go ahead and take some time here and fill that out, and then let your teacher know once you're finished filling it out so they can check you off the list and that it's done. And then the rest of the time is yours. Thank you so much for your participation today. Have a great day.